So get ready for the black sheep.
Geloof je echt niet.
BeatzyBoyz with a black sheep rap.
I like to believe that as long as you dig deep, I think you can always find yourself a black kind of shit. Te veel geschreeuw, maar weinig wol. Je omgeving die zie je verder niet aan vervol. Je denkt, zwart schaap.
Ja, ik denk niet dat je er zelf voor gekozen hebt. Alsof je jezelf je lamsvel hebt uitgeprozen en dat hebt gekozen. Nee, kozen, wacht even, je eindigt niet als lamsvelletje voor de open haard, toch? Kijk, dat zou het lukken van de zwarte schaap, ja, black sheep, yo.
Black sheep, yo.
Warming up, it's a very touchy subject, as the BeatzyBoyz are both, without being from the same farm, really firmly set into this character of the black sheep.
The black sheep, and we know this kind of subject takes a little bit of precaution. I mean, within a short notice of time, it could be a whole thing in goddamn motion that you never even thought about it. Black sheep is like a, ooh, don't touch it.
Easy victim to the fantasy of abortion.
And as long as it is, I mean, it's like more like a harmony than it is a distortion of a family or a group of sheep. In this case, are living together. Well, we all know the sheep is like a symbol for you and me. Meh.
But the human being is so stupid. She thinks the sheep is stupid, but that's not true. The sheep is very wise and a very communal crew. It's like rappers all on the same line of time, But only the black sheep seems to be different. I'm going to kill the musician in me and listen to my brother saying what it is about the black sheep. What's a black sheep, alright?
Ja, ik weet het wel zeggen, maar het komt er niet in me uit, denk ik. Het is wel mooi gegeven namelijk dat het zwarte schaap is alleen maar gedefinieerd door de rest. Toch? Daar wou ik echt, maar ik kwam er niet meer uit.
So we were preparing this session, a long walk and talk through the morning. While the night was recessing and the light of the day came up again. It was white as the wool of a young lamb, not being black. And well, don't take black ethnically, don't blake black at night. What the no, which means the black sheep is the exception, but the exception is made by the non-exception. That was the point we did, I think.
Yeah.
So the black sheep doesn't want to be the black sheep. No, it's made an exception by the non-exception. Because the majority rules, that's what they say, the fool. So I don't know. Black sheep, very nice, cruel subject for a rap.
I think the black sheep never chose to be the black sheep. Eventually, it was the other sheep that said he was the black sheep. You know that I'm going deep. The black sheep was just standing there himself, and he thought by himself, well, I'm just like the rest. And the rest were thinking, well, we have to need a black sheep. We need a black sheep, a scapegoat if you need. Let's call that one. No, let's take another one. Well, why can't we just take none of them all? None one bang bang black sheep.
Well, rap ain't always having fun. It's groping for words there are none. So we're numbed by the fun of not being able to be the funny one. And it ain't fun, it's like masochism. It's the black sheep syndrome, yo. Because the black sheep, you know he was gonna be the exception. He doesn't see his own color, do you know? Well, he was not accepted, and that was the deception. He thought, well, what's the difference between a black sheep and a white sheep, and a white sheep and a black sheep? I mean, I'm confused too, because I'm a black sheep. But I don't say I'm a black sheep because I fucking think it's so. It's because other people say, you're so different, you're so non-white sheep, yo.
Yeah.
And I say, okay, go ahead, enjoy, yo. And all together, I will be silent.
The color only will be seen in the color of sweater. That's where the sheep's wool goes in the end, or to the Mad Hatter who makes his hat bigger as a motherfucker. I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, the Mad Hatter needs to have to be mad, and he's not mad at all. So maybe in the end, you would think about it, the black sheep is not the black sheep for the white sheep, but it's only the projection of the human being on the white sheep having a black sheep. So maybe we're just talking shit all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know right now from myself that I'm talking shit a lot of times right now because I'm not really, well, I'm still mine, I'm still real. Checking out muziek naar mij. Gewoon muziek maken.
So, funny thing now is that we thought we had a subject to harp on for hours and hours, but as we are caught in our own black sheepness, we had to end up with this cheapness of saying, sorry, the BeatzyBoyz, back off now, in silhouette. And he's over there too, and yeah, he's there, and give him a big hand, and give me a big hand, and let's all be black sheep.
Alright, just put a sign around my neck saying fool for not getting out of this corner with the black sheep, a subject to really go into deep shit, but maybe it's just not the time and we had it.
I think it's double work because as we are a black sheep already, why should we talk about it?
Again.
We really made people like ashamed of themselves that they didn't, you know.
Exactly, and that's an ascension. I mean, we could go about the white sheep who defines the black sheep only by perception.
I don't think a white sheep says you're a black sheep.
Het is altijd veel geschreeuw en in de regel knap weinig wol.
Maar wij zijn wolven.
Onder de wol schuilt een wolf.
Dat moet geverfd worden.
Zijn schaapskleren had hij eerder die dag naar het atelier al teruggebracht. Te klein, zei hij, te krap in het kruis. De wolf in schaapskleren bleef die avond thuis.
Hij zei, het was niet pluis, want mijn schamele delen zijn daarmee niet echt geheel verdwenen. En dat vindt Roodkapje te geil. En daarom zeg ik met een preillip, ik ben het zat om als sekssymbool gezien te worden. Ik ben een zwart schaap in een wolfskleed. Godverdomme nog aan toe.
En ik verkleed me als grootmoeder every fucking time or day or year if I want to. I mean, transvestite shit is like pretty much accepted around in Holland. I mean,
Accepted.
If you do it in another country, then again you're the black sheep, but still you're wearing a lady's dress, walking on your high heels. And you're saying, well, who's gonna be the black sheep in this community? And you will see that it could be you or me.
Yeah, that is true, but how about full color sheep? I mean, they have a real problem. I think you gotta need a scholarship for that. Maybe, you know, res for dogs, res for sheep. And Mr. Pink, Mr. Yellow. Why Mr. Pink, yo? No. So, let's say it's a metaphor, and therefore we dismiss it as folklore and say, no more, no more black sheep.
And John, we've been talking about it. I mean, we try.
It's like in Curb Your Enthusiasm, that someone says, it's because we're Jews that you do like that. And he says, no, I don't need the Jews, keep the Jews. That's the Jew who said that. So maybe the black sheep are like
that. Cause when every time you enter a station somebody starts screaming, we can't leave, you never will head up in communication or in time or development or growing in your soul or whatever. You always have to go for another station, move on with the whole thing.
Yes. So if evolution is based on the exception, there's a whole black market, and let's say for the black sheep.
It is. Because as long as they're the exception, they kind of like want it. I think society needs these black sheep to define themselves the way they want it.
Because black sheep make good burglars in the night. A white sheep you see,
the
when
black
they're
sheep
light,
you
when
don't.
they're light. But the black sheep you don't see.
A black sheep is like, now you see me, now you don't. You thought you saw a goddamn thing moving, and but you never realized that it could be a black sheep. Well, it's me. In this case, a white sheep with a mask on, because this was white trash sheep.
Yeah,
which
woolly.
The particular story that I'm moving on.
But wait a minute, let's, that cheese in Corsica, no? Where Napoleon came from? Is that sheep's milk cheese? That walks away. Like,
I'm not sure. Probably it is. Yeah. Could be.
can you tell them how really that's kinky and cool, you know? And
Yeah. Eating the cheese in Corsica is seen as like a ritual. I mean, it's like crossing the border from being a boy to a man. Instead of slinging your scrotum around and screaming stuff things at the Corsica women. I mean, all you have to do is eat the cheese. Afterwards, you can sail the seas of cheese if you want to. Fuck that.
so
Corsica.
it is all very difficult. And we dare to go into the territory. So you see, rapping ain't easy, okay? I think it's time for a commercial break.
Yeah, I need to go a step outside.
Yeah, let's go away and find a black sheep to talk to you personally.
Maybe it's just a little word to connect a lot of subjects. Maybe it's just a big leap to go from white motherfuckers to black sheep.
Maybe it's because we are silhouettes. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Maybe
think about it.
Start to turn some pirouettes. I don't think so.
No pirouettes. Yeah, no, wait. Think about it. Yeah, think about it.
Pirouettes of the Caribbean is like
The Pirates of the Caribbean. Don't knock over the camera, thank you. Okay. Take care. Bye. Bye.
Bye bye now.
Bye. Bye.
Pleasure is all mine.
Pleasure as always. Bye.
Bye.
By the way,